Hi, and if you're a small business looking for quick and effective turnaround on great engrave projects, and keep watching because I'm going to show you how to engrave a tumbler with the xTool F2 and the RA3 Rotary tool. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel. I'm here to help you get the best of your crafting machine and become your own creator and designer. This is the first time I'm engraving a tumbler with the xTool F2 and the RA3. So I'm going to take you through my very first project, mistakes and all. And I did make a mistake. So when I started, I didn't do it deep enough. And that was more down to settings, really. I moved the image ever so slightly by mistake before setting it for a second pass. So I did it again. Now, when I did it the second time, I upped my power just a tiny bit, and that gave me so much of a better result. That result is amazing. So come along with me, see the mistake I make, but see how we get it right. And for me, there's no point me creating these things and making the tutorial and showing you getting it right first time and cropping the bad stuff out, because you need to see the stuff that can go wrong by making silly mistakes like accidentally moving stuff. But the result of that is amazing, and that took just by seconds, over 5 minutes to engrave. So this is something you could take to a craft fair and engrave on site. And even the one where I've made the mistake, it's just taken the in layout ever so slightly so it's not as detailed. But look at the detail in that. It's just brilliant. To say that I design my own files and like to draw everything I create, I thought, let's see what it can do. And yeah, that was great. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the RA3, what products you'll need, and then we'll get on to designing and creating this tumbler. So I'll see you there. But first of all, what are we going to be using? So we've got the F2. I've got the desktop purifier over there so that it takes any fumes out of the room. I've got the RA3, which is the new version of the rotary tool, which I'm going to show you up close in a minute. I've got a tumbler. This is a stainless steel tumbler. I picked this up from Sainsbury's. You can get them quite cheaply from places like Shein and Home Bargains. This is from Sainsbury's. This wasn't expensive, particularly wanted a pink one. I've got a lint cloth so that I can clean over my tumbler before and after. I've also got some wet wipes and rubbing alcohol, and that is great after for getting any excess off, because you do get some residue which you will need to wipe off, and rubbing alcohol is great at the beginning and after to clean that up. And I've also got my magic sponge, which is brilliant for really rubbing and getting any residue off and getting it all sparkly and clean. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to go into xTool Studio. I'll show you this first and then we'll get creating. So I'll see you there. And here is the RA3. So this is so easy to put together. You've got several parts to it. So it's all magnetic and all of these parts clip on and off. But once they're in, they're really stable. This clips onto here and onto there. That is it. The last one took a lot of building. This is really simple. It's also got a leveler here so that you can loosen it and level. It just takes all the guesswork out of it. So pop your tumbler in and tighten up, and that's it. So it's in ready to engrave. You've got a leveler to put on the top, and to get your level right, you're just going to use the side to lift it up. It is really easy to use. So let's head over now, let's get designing, and let's make our own tumbler. But before we pop it in, I've just got some rubbing alcohol on my wet wipe, and I'm going to give that a really good clean over to make sure there is no residue on it, and give it a wipe over with my lint-free cloth. And that's now ready to go. And this tumbler does not sit inside though, so I'm going to put those on the outside and we'll see if that works. But they're as far in as they go. Here we are set up inside the machine. So we've got the base underneath, and then I've just put the base that's come out of there around the back just to make sure that it's nice and balanced. That seems to be the best way to set it up. I've looked at lots of different ways and everybody seems to agree that that's the best way. So now we want these dots on the top to align, and to do that we are going to just move this handle or knob on the side, and we want, this is just a self leveling, so we're going to get it so we're nearly there, but it's not going to be exact yet. So they're almost lined up there, but when I pop that, I want to engrave here, so I'm going to pop that on, and then if you lift up here, there you go. So we're perfectly aligned there, and the two dots are exactly lined up there. Now we're ready to pop our design in. So what I haven't done yet is measured it, so I'm just going to give it a quick measure, and we're going to measure the diameter around the middle, and that is 23 centimeters. making sure we're still level there, and we're all ready to get set up. So here we are in xTool Studio. So the first thing we've got to do, this is my previous capture from my previous project, is we need to tell xTool Studio that we are using a different base. So we need to click on the top right hand corner and we need to tell it what we are doing. But first of all, we're going to reset the camera. So then we're going to go to mode and click on mode, and it says at the moment process on base plate, but we want to change that to process on the chuck. And that's part of the rotary tool. So you've also got your rollers, but you can see now that your screen has changed and it's put a line across the middle. So that's going to be your guideline. So as long as your tumbler is completely central, so you're going to make sure you can see just at the bottom there, at the bottom of the screen, it's all lined up with the bottom plate, then you can start to design. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to choose one of the images available in xTool Studio. Because while it's really easy to upload your own files, you also need to see what's available under templates. So we're in templates now. We've got wedding, we've got Father's Day, because obviously that's current at the moment in the UK. We've got home decor. So we're going to look at home decor, and I love this. It's like a heart style cooking theme, and I'm going to click on that. So that now has brought that in. We need to go to the top to the rotate tool, bring it round, and we're going to centralise it on that line. And as long as your tumbler is lined up centrally, then that will line it all up perfectly. So before you do laser, you've got to add a few things. So first of all, you've got to measure the diameter of your tumbler. So we've already done that. We know it was 23 centimetres, which on here is millimetres. So I just need to change that setting and put 230 millimetres in for the diameter. I've clicked on stainless steel mug for the materials. This did change my settings, so I went back and changed it to 230 mil because I've self-leveled myself by using the up and down knob on the machine to make sure the red and blue light are overlapping. And what that's given me is 30 power, 160 speed and 200 lines per centimetre. So that was the first initial setting that we went with. Don't use that, watch till the end, because I did up that in the end because it just didn't go through deep enough. But that's the great thing about learning a machine, is you start to learn your settings, and it's once you start to learn your settings, everything gets a lot clearer and easier. So we've chose our design, we have aligned it so that it's equal that way. I've plugged it in, it's connected, so we're going to now get laser. But first we are framing it, and this is just going to show us where exactly it will engrave. So we'll do that again, and that shows you exactly where it was going to engrave. I actually think I can get away with a little bit bigger, so I'm going to just make it bigger and then we'll reframe. So we've made it bigger and we're now reframing. It's really hard to see the lights under the camera, but it's showing you where it's going to engrave, and that is going to just give you an idea of your placement. And I can see that looks like it's going to be the right place. So I'm really excited now to see how it's going to engrave once we press go. Once you're all set up and ready, it's time to click go, and then you're going to click the start button on the side of your machine, making sure that you've got your safety glasses on before you start. You can see here that the processing time is 5 minutes and 8 seconds, so it was super quick. And we're off. So we're finished, and I'm just going to have a little look. I'm not moving it because I think I'm going to give it another go. The second pass seems to be going much deeper. I'm not going to put my eyes in there, obviously for safety reasons, but it's looking better. So I'm going to leave that for the remaining 3 minutes. But yeah, 2 passes in less than 10 minutes. So I've got a very slight shadow on that because what I did was I moved it slightly, which was my fault. And there it is. So I'm using my rubbing alcohol. So there is my first result. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through again, and I'm going to try it again if me moving it has warped it slightly. This is the first time I've used it, so it's just great to be able to test and try out and see what works. I upped the power to 40. And it only took 1 pass, and that is so much better. So this was the other side that, because I'd moved it slightly, it just rubbed off a bit, but that looks great. I'm just going to give it a rub over with my rubbing alcohol. And this was 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. And you can see that because I've not moved it, the result is so much better. Just getting all the debris off. And it was just a slight up of power. So with this one, I just didn't get it right. And then as I moved it slightly so you could see that it just went off a bit. But this one is a really clean result. So that's just upping the power ever so slightly. These are from Amazon. I'll put the link to those below. It's just the magic sponges and they are amazing. When I first started to learn laser, stuff like this would have taken so long. So the fact that you can do something like this in 5 minutes is just like, whoa. So first result, where I've moved it. Second result, up the power, 1 pass, and that is just brilliant. Worked out really well on this tumbler. And that's really easy, isn't it? It's just something that you can just set up and go. And I love the fact that this can go with to craft fairs. But this is something you could easily take orders for and sell. And when it's only taking 5 minutes to make, and you can get your tumblers from, I got this from Sainsbury's really cheaply. You can get them from Shein. You can get them from Home Bargains. You can pick them up really easily for not much money now at all. It just makes it a really great product that you can do branding, weddings, parties, and they're brilliant. It can be personalised. It can be pictures, it can be favourite characters. There's so much you can do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link to the full review of the xTool F2 because this is such a phenomenal machine for crafters and designers of small businesses, for branding, for creating personalised products. So have a look at that review and see what you think. Please do let me know what you think in the comments, any questions, anything you'd like to see me make with it, because I have got quite a few projects that I want to work on. The next one is engraving a stool. So obviously that's not going to fit in there. We're going to engrave from the top of the machine because the bottom can open up. And I'm really, really excited about that. I'm going to engrave just a really simple stool for my bathroom. So thank you so much for crafting along with me. I'll see you next time and happy crafting.